All right, everybody, we are back with yet another Star Citizen experience. Is it going to be a wonderful experience? I don't know, because it never is. But today we're in search, in a pursuit of that perfect gaming session without bugs, without crashes, without stuff that breaks the game. So is it going to be today that we achieve that endeavor? Probably not, but we try anyways. So let us begin. We're here at Levski, my favorite place in all of the 100 star systems. If you're new to the game, I'm just kidding. Levski! Levski's so beautiful, just like my pee-pee. And the elevator doesn't come. Sometimes it just comes. Lobby. So today we're once again trying to do some cargo that goes from one system to all the other two systems. Is it gonna be possible? I don't know. I'm already feeling the Vulcan stuttering, even though I'm not even playing with Vulcan. All right, things popping everywhere. Oh my god. We got a problem in Star Citizen, and that is a corpse problem. But let's see what I'm looking like. All right, I got everything I need. Do I have everything I need? Bitch. Probably yeah. All right, so we're going for water, right? Do I have water? Baby, drink water. Where do I buy water? Where do I buy water? Is it at the hospital? Hospital doesn't sell water, you dumb dick sucking mother. Who's this guy? Can you hear me? I come in peace. I like your backpack. It reminds me of Power Rangers. I'm not a chick. If you approach me just because you could hit on me, I'm not a real chick. So what are you up to? Are you lost in this solar system? Oh, your twin brother is there. Oh my god, you're just gonna leave like that? What about our plans? Thought we were gonna get married. I missed my elevator because of you. This guy's been here since yesterday, squatting like this, and he looks like me somehow. What? Why does he look like me? Hey, sir! Okay. 22 seconds for an elevator. It is what it is, Buzz. Beggars can't be choosers. We need to buy some water. Some British water. Man, all the Mormons here.
The capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
This gun was here yesterday. I can't pick it up.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Who was that? Stand clear of disembarking passengers. Why does she sound like the microtech woman? The microtech woman. Who are you aiming at? You gonna shoot me? You gonna shoot me, girl? You gonna shoot me, girl? Michael Schofield looking motherfucker? What are you aiming at? You're on drugs, baby. Get yourself together. Where's water? Water, please. I need some water. I got a water cross pulse, so beautiful, and I'm gonna get one for now. Why am I just inspecting this? All right, I can drink water. Food that lasts. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I don't know, but the bottles last forever on the floor. Babe, you schizophrenic or something? There's nobody there. Maybe there is. Who knows? Who am I to judge? Here I am playing my favorite game, trying to wait for the elevator. Elevator's coming. I don't know. I haven't figured out the elevator logic yet, but one day I will just understand how the elevator works. Let me put on my helmet because, you know, honey, drop it. Yeah. Put on your helmet because I don't want people to know that you're beautiful. If I can't have you, no one can. Look at these cable management, bro. 29th century. So first things first, let's take a look at some of our contracts. What kind of contracts do we have? I got 17 mil. Don't know where that came from, bro. Arbitrary, Lorville. Arbitrary, Lorville. I'm not even in Pyro. What are you doing? Levski, Area 18. Port Tresser, Area 18. Port Tresser. Bro, these missions suck. Levski, Tisa, Levski. I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. 24. What was this again? What happened to missions, bro? What happened to those missions? Beautiful missions. Oh, fuck. I forgot. My...
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, I can retrieve it. Okay. Oh, yes, it was impounded.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Okay, go to my hangar. Oh, the best way to dock is to get impounded, because ain't nobody gonna fix the docking problems, right, honey? Right, Jerry Hugabeer? Question is, can I fly to this system? Look at this beautiful thing. Holy moly, guacamole. Look at that wear and tear. Look at this ship, man. $800. Oh my god. So I gotta get some distilled spirits. And I don't mean... Okay, time to get to work. I see. Okay, doesn't even make sounds anymore. You know, when we first met, you gave it your all. Now you don't even make sounds anymore. Starting to think you don't love me anymore. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff. Alright, that's a lot of boxes. Distilled spirits. Everyone is getting drunk today. Everyone is getting drunk today at somewhere in Area 18, I believe. All the sound, all collision sound is gone. There ain't no more collision sound. Which is a good thing because those box collisions just drive me nuts. Party favors. You know, one day somebody's gonna have to explain what the hell does that mean. What is party favors? Is it a hooker there? That's what I think a party favor is. A hookah. A hookah. Speaking of hooker, I feel like smoking a hookah. All right. Good thing nobody's rushing me to do this, because I work better when I'm relaxed. You big boy, you go with your little brother right there. And you, little brother, go with your mom. Go with your mom right there. All right. And you, little sister, can you fit in here? Oh, you can. That's that is actually wonderful. Oh yeah, but you can't stack. I mean, you should be able to stack more. What's going on with this? And that is all the stacking I'm gonna do today. All right, now it's time for the little teeny tiny boxes. Oh, that's a lot of you. Souvenirs. I don't think souvenirs should come in a box. This screams bribery right here. Souvenirs, come here, souvenirs. It's my iPhone 17 Pro. Because you all owe me. Y'all owe me for all the things I've done for you. And life is gonna be one of a kind. Why is it that when I am streaming, I keep making up music that doesn't exist? Am I just schizophrenic? Am I going nuts? Or am I just entertaining? I don't know. But I wouldn't do this if there were real people staring at me, staring at me. Why is my YouTube preview window showing lag? Am I really lagging? Someone tell me, am I lagging? I can't wait for engineering to come out, bro. I'm just waiting for a few days now. It just doesn't come out. There's a lot of you people, a lot of you boxes. That is 24, 36, 36, 36, 36, 39, 41 SEUs. 41 is not a lot of SEUs. Do we have something else we can... Let's see what other contracts have to offer. 41 SEU. Only 2 Interstellar. Actually, I could do these 2 if I wanted. Actually, I'm gonna do this. So the one I have right now is 34, 24, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, 42. I can get this one. 42. 62. 66. 66. 76. 77, 78, 79, 80. Bro, I can definitely go do this, bro. Why not? Today is one of those days, you know, no bugs. It's a no bug day. So let's do it. We're meant to do this mission. This is what we're supposed to do today. It's double mission day. Only 3 boxes? Just make sure I'm getting this right. This is it's all going to Tisa? Oh, I got more collects, right? Okay, first, I'm confused as fuck already, so let's just get these things. Let's just get these things going. Hey, big box! Distilled spirits, you're gonna make the whole of Stanton drunk, you motherfucker. And I gotta do more collects. Okay, this is 1. And now you... What is that I'm hearing, bro? I guess that's it, bro. Look at this wear and tear, bro. That's a lot of wear and tear. I'm already confused as fuck as to where I have to deliver all that crap. Okay, so hopefully everything works out today. I'm gonna have to do a little shenanigan to stack up some missions, but everything should work just fine. It's a lot of elevator taking. It's a lot of elevatoring. If my ship is not on, where does this sound come from? Someone tell me, please. Is it parallel universes? Is there a bottle there? So I'm just gonna go to Stanton first.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. System off. Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
All right, we are traveling. We're space traveling. When can I get my HUD to work? My MF. Okay, now it's better. I think just wishful thinking is the best thing to do in this game. This is a game of wishful thinking. Hello, Levski. Can you imagine living on Levski, never having mornings and evenings? It's always the same crap. So where's is there a gameplay and start season now, or is it just time sinks like people say? There's like money sink. But to be honest with you, if you like mining, there's a lot of gameplay. If you like cargo hauling, there's a lot of gameplay. Yeah, I think there's a lot of gameplay. There's also a lot of time sink, but you know, with the new patch 4.5 coming up, there will be a little more time sink than usual because you have to prepare a lot before you set foot in the verse. You gotta make sure you're prepared. Your backpack has all the fuses and all this stuff that's necessary for you to have a healthy long journey. Now you can just hop in your ship, you know, in your pajamas and do a bunch of missions. But with 4.5, time sink is back in town, baby. So Marks, I don't know. Have you been you haven't been playing, I guess, right? Good time to take a look at my contract because I don't understand my contract most of the time. Bro, I didn't graduate high school, bro. Why are you giving me all these difficult say? So this goes to Tisa, and Tisa. This also goes to Tisa. Okay. So I need to go to Bajini. And here, just Levski. So I need to go to Bajini. Need to go to Bajini. All I need to do is to go to Bajini and drink my British tea. Yeah, so my advice, Marks, is okay, 4.5 is coming this week. And my honest advice to you is there will be more time sink, but there will be a lot more immersion because now you basically have to play with people. If you're like an introvert, just uninstall this game. Playing alone will be a little difficult. But 4.5 will give you a little bit of more time sink, but it'll also give you a lot more immersion. And I'm more of an introvert, but every time I play with people, I never regret it. Is this a 30k? Please tell me this is not a 30k, bro. Motherfucker. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm not the kind of guy who goes. That's your answer right there. That's your answer right there, bro. So immersion, because 4.5 you're gonna have to play with people. You cannot fly your ships alone. I mean, you can, but it's gonna be very difficult to do anything with ships that are a little bigger than a Corsair. Even with a Corsair, if you like combat, you have to have people with you. I mean, unless you play with a one-seater ship. If you play with any ship with an interior, if it's combat, you need to have a friend because what the hell is going on, bro? Fuck this game. Yeah, so if you're playing with a single sitter, you absolutely have to. Um, if you're playing with a single sitter, you can repair everything by yourself. But if you're playing with any ship with an interior, you're gonna have to have a friend if you're doing combat, because things are gonna break and you're gonna have to repair stuff and put out fires. And if you don't do combat, and if you don't do combat, you still can fly slightly bigger ships like Corsair, Asgard, because you might encounter these problems less frequently. And when you do encounter these problems, you can get out of your seat and go deal with them, because there won't be people shooting at you as often. It's just common occurrences. But if you're flying a big ship, you just can't. So most gameplay loops will have to be done with the crew, because it's just many things happening in this all the time. If you use your engine too much, you're gonna get a fire, and to put out the fire, you need to get out of your ship, and yeah, and it's we need to have people. So that will create a lot of immersion, because most of the time in this game, every time I get a burnout is because I got tired of doing stuff. And when I come to think of it, it's because I'm doing those things alone. Because if you're mining with friends, even if you're an introvert, you're still getting that thrill and the adrenaline. It takes you longer to just get burned out. It's easy to get burned out if you're just doing things solo and you get tired of those missions, but when you're playing with real friends, the mission is just part of it. Playing with people is just the fun of it. But when you're playing alone, the mission is all of it. So that's how I see. All right, do I still have my... Please tell me I still have my mission. Okay. But this is a big improvement. Because back in the day, you couldn't even get back to the game like this. So where's
Shields are off.
Yeah, I don't like combat either. I'm not a combat guy. I try to stay away as far away from combat as I can. So if you're playing with an Aurora, there's not going to be any difference. If you have a Cuddy, you will have, depending on what you do, buddy, if you have a Cuddy, that's what's going to happen. If you have a Cuddy, you will need to decide what you're doing. If you have a Cuddy and you're just doing cargo, okay, so what you need to think about is when you're flying your Cuddy, there are the natural things that can go wrong, like you're using your engine too much and you're boosting too much and you're braking too fast. So these things can create fires, and you're gonna have to be able to put out these fires. Fine if you're like in space, and if it's natural causes, no one's chasing after you, you can just get out of your ship and just go put out the fire, fix some components. But if you go with your Cuddy, if you go to Pyro, for example, if you go to Pyro and then you have a cargo mission in Pyro and you land on a place and then someone starts shooting at you, at that time you will not be able to deal with these problems by yourself, because you need to get out, you need to fly away from that guy, but it's shooting at you, so you need someone, so it's creating fire and it's destroying components, so you need to be flying out of there and fixing things at the same time. So if you don't have anybody, you just can't. So that's when you will need a crew. That's what I mean. So these are, but if you stay in Nyx and if you stay in Stanton, I don't think you will need engineering 90% of the time. There will be there is going to be the 10% of the time or someone goes rogue and starts shooting at you. So what I'm trying to say here is that every time there's non-natural things happening to your ship, you're gonna have to deal with it by getting out of your seat. You're not gonna deal with these things by staying in your seat. And if you get out of your seat, who's flying the ship? You're gonna have to put out fire. So if just overuse of ship or misuse of the ship, then you can get out of. No one is attacking you. You can get out of your seat and go put out some fires. But someone is on your ass, and you have to fix stuff and fly at the same time. You'll need people. So with the Aurora, it doesn't have an interior, so every time there's a problem with the component, you can just fix it from the dashboard here. But with bigger ships, you have to go there to the component and fix it. So I think 80% is the end of gameplay for solo people who want to play with big ships. I do believe. But the immersion that I believe will be brought by having engineering is less massive, as long as you know those people, because playing with strangers is not fun. We can make the jokes. You just don't feel relaxed. But if you're playing with friends, you will absolutely have more fun, because the missions will just be part of the game. Laughing with your friends will be most of the game, because right now missions are just everything. So, like, I'll give you an example about my ship. I'm flying the Perseus right now. In 4.5, I probably will not go to Pyro. Because imagine I'm in space right now and someone starts shooting at me. I will have to fly away from that guy because I don't want combat. And at the same time, he's shooting at my components. Which means... What the fuck was that pop-up? Okay, so is this still... What is happening? Where am I? Hopefully this is not Levski. Bye, Ginny. Okay, I need to go to the station. Where is the station? Right now you can see someone shooting at me. So engineering will probably just affect combat 100% of the time. It will affect people who go to Pyro maybe 70% of the time. And it will just affect normal people maybe 30% of the time. So I don't like combat. So I will not have a big problem with engineering, but I will have to melt my Perseus. The reason I say I'm gonna have to melt my Perseus is because I'm not gonna be able to manage this ship. You know, imagine some people gang up on me and start shooting. I would just not be able to fix all my components because the ship is so big. The components are not in just one room, and I have to put out fires, and fires they can start in different places, and I'm gonna have to repair stuff. So I want to keep my Perseus, but it's just not gonna be convenient because I want to go to Pyro. I want to go to Nyx. I want to go to Stanton. I'm not just not go to a place just because I'm afraid of this engineering stuff. So I just need to make decisions. But I know for a fact that group gameplay will be required. Da-da. So in engineering, I wouldn't be boosting like this. I would not do this because this is going to wear off my engines. It's gonna affect me.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Docking request approved.
The reason I want to keep my Perseus is because of docking. I love docking. But it's gonna be like a pain in the ass to fly this ship. It's gonna be fine for you to fly this as long as you don't encounter problems. Or you fly stably, you know, smoothly. But if you like atmospheric flight a lot and you encounter a lot of people, that's just going to be impossible to manage this ship. But if you have an Aurora, I will definitely play more because for me, you know, immersion. Sometimes people think like making the game more difficult. But I'm a believer that making the game more difficult is necessary to make it more immersive. Just like fast travel. Why not just fast travel to Stanton? It's much easier, right? But having to do the work to travel there is what is what the game is all about, you know? Definitely some things are unnecessary, like you need to drink water every 5 minutes. Fucking hate that. But yeah, I will play a lot more in 4.5. Do I want to play with people? I don't want to play with people that I don't know. I'm not even talking about orgs, because even if you're in an org, you still don't know those people. I want to play with people that I know, but I can't choose to play with people that I know every day, right? So org gameplay will be a must. The thing is, like when I'm doing live stream, I can just say whatever shit I want, you know. But if you're playing with strangers, you can't. It's not like talking to your friends. I can't just fart into the microphone if I want. I mean, I can do that right here, and I don't feel bad because nobody's really talking to me. Only you, but we can't see each other, and I can't hear you, so you know what I mean. But when you're playing in an org, it's different. It's just different. You just don't want to be yourself that much, you know. You want to keep your manners. So I will play more, but I acknowledge that I'll have to play with more people. I won't just be able to do cargo missions with a Perseus like this. It's just not going to be viable because the moment I go to Pyro and I land on a planet, it's just a matter of time before components start catching fire.
Landing completed. Have a pleasant stay. You are clear to launch.
Initiated.
But one thing I tell you, Marks, the only reason people keep playing is because they keep adding stuff. If they just...
Docking takeoff complete.
if they need to keep adding stuff every month because you get burned out.
Thank you. And please visit again.
You do get burned out if there is no new content. But you know, to summarize whatever I just said, I hate this fucking company. I love this fucking game. This is the only game that makes me really feel like I'm in space. I don't have this feeling for any other game. So, as much as I hate it, as much as I hate the game, I get very immersed with this game. Would I still spend $1,000 in this game if I went back in time? No way, but would I spend $100, $200? Yes. I love the look of Star Citizen. I just bring myself to jump back in. That said, I do drop in and watch you play. So, what does that say? I don't know, because I'm not an interesting person, so it's not definitely not because of me. But I think, I don't know if I'm analyzing it correctly. When you watch people play, you don't have to deal with all the bullshit. By that I mean, when you watch someone play, you don't have to deal with the thinking and getting mentally tired of 30Ks. You know, because when you're playing, you have to worry about your docking. You have to constantly think about things that can just stress you out mentally. But when you're watching other people, it's just easier on the mind. I mean, when I'm watching those YouTubers do like the Vandal Smuggler's mission, you know, going into space stations, freaky as fuck. I don't have fun doing those missions, you know, bunkers, because I have to be on edge and thinking, and bro, I worked a whole day today. I go home to just relax myself, not to be stressed out. So that's why I stay away from that gameplay. But when I'm watching other YouTubers play it, it's relaxing to see them shooting Vandal, but I don't want to be in that position. But one thing I tell you that flying 90 million kilometers is not fun. I mean, it's fun if you have your phone with you, but my phone is my camera, so I can't do anything but stare at this screen. And another thing I made up my mind about is that it doesn't matter how good and great this game becomes, I will always make videos ranting and shitting on CIG. Because that's what I decided to do. Doesn't matter if Squadron 42 is like 10 out of 10 game or Star Citizen becomes like the game that everybody knows about. I will still push back because I don't like the decisions that that company made, especially the unethical and dishonest decisions. I don't think there's redemption for that. That's why I show my mockery, my mocking side. Because I enjoy the product, but I'm realistic about it. I'm not praising like this is like the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant. No, this is an awesome game made by a shitty company. And many people will say we're haters for saying that, but I just think it's a healthy mix. You enjoy the game. I'm never gonna praise this game. I'm just gonna enjoy it. And I'm always gonna push back at the company because they're lying bastards. So both things can coexist, in my opinion. But to many people, you either praise them or you don't like them.
blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
How do I not block a... Well, I hope he doesn't give me the message when I get out of my seat. All I gotta do is pick up some cargo. This is... Oh my god. Are you for real? Did I just do this? But you know, you gotta agree that picking up cargo from a external freight elevator is pretty damn cool, bro. I'm just in space floating around. As I remember, am I not gonna be able to fit all this? Bro. Party favors. What happened? What happened? What happened? Did my game just crash? Okay. Yeah. Well, it's the way the cookie crumbles. That's why I was not able to. I wasn't able to detach those things. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. All right, man. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, buddy. Oh my god, they just put my boxes like this for me. I don't even know what's going on. But you know, to be honest with you, doing this was just not possible just a few years ago. Hopefully nobody got inside my ship while I was gone. I guess that's it. Jennifer of Vanderberg, how are you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up and what kind of fun have you been having lately? Tell me everything. Don't leave anything unsaid. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine. I think, are you guys like waiting for the PTU 4.5 frames per second? Fuck Vulkan. Everybody said it was just gonna work well, but it's kind of shit. So I tried 4.5, couldn't get engineering to work for me, so I just came back straight to 4.4. 4.4, yeah.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
And now I gotta get out of here.
Shields on.
Been playing the P2 of late, playing for more frames in a fire suit. Yeah, I really wanted to try out the PTU, but I couldn't get fire to work and engineering to work for me. And I don't know about Vulkan. Some of the videos said that Vulkan is like Jesus of Star Citizen, and just like ending, all stuttering. I tried it, but it was way worse for me. And I can put up with Vulkan, but the only reason I try 4.5 is for the engineering, wasn't working for me. I couldn't get fire to ignite. It just didn't work. Yeah, so the frames are brutal. Yeah, the stuttering is just much worse than before. But I didn't go to 4.5 for Vulkan. Just want to test out some engineering, but I couldn't get it to work well. It kind of sucked every single time, and also because of the server availability. I think apparently there's only US server, so everybody's going to US server, and the interaction delay was just too great for me. Every time I pressed like a menu button, it would just take like up to 12 seconds to just register. So I just couldn't do it. But I heard 4.5 is coming live this week, so hopefully it gets better then. But today I'm really enjoying a very nice delivery service in 4.4. It's got everything that I like, which is traversing between solar systems, going to Nix or from Nix, having to stop by a second place to pick up another cargo, and the second place has external freight elevators, which I love. But one thing that I think is missing, I don't know if 4.5 will fix that, is there aren't many interstellar missions, you know? One time I got one from Nix that took me to both Stanton and Pyro. That was a wonderful mission, but never again. I think we need more of the missions that take you everywhere. Because I'm enjoying my Perseus before I have to melt it. Because engineering is just not gonna allow me to fly this ship. But I had a couple of 30Ks just in this one game session. Damn, bro. So you're just testing 4.5, or you're kind of living there, living in 4.5 until it gets delivered? What have you been? What's going on? Because some people just test it out and go back to the PTU, and some people just decide to move there until it's live. And I'm the latter. I usually, if I move to PTU and if it's working for me, I'll just stay there because I cannot go back to... Why am I upside down? I just cannot go back to a lower level, lower quality. Once I go into the PTU and everything is working, I just can't go back to a lower quality patch. So the only reason I'm still in PU is because PTU is not working for me. Yeah, the first day that PTU came to Wave 3, I really wanted to go to PTU to train myself in engineering, because, you know, once the shit goes live, people will just be dying because they don't know how engineering works. I wanted to train myself, you know, pick myself up to speed.
you for visiting me, Hurston. And remember, Hurston Dynamics is always...
They do need to fix landing though, because this is not a proper way to land. You should not have to go in third person to land, and even in third person it's kind of like you need a lot of shenanigans just to land your ship. There should be lots of sensors that tell you exactly what's going on.
Warning. Leaving safe zone.
Oh man, this is luck.
Landing gear to
That ship is on the deck.
Yeah.
system off.
It's been really hard to get this cargo to here. I think I had 3 or 4 30Ks. I don't want to melt this ship, but the problem is let's be very honest with each other here. You will still be able to fly big ships alone if you don't do combat. And you're not going to be able to fly big ships alone if you go to Pyro. That's a given. If you don't do combat, you will be able to fly whatever you want in Nyx and Stanton. If you go to Pyro, if you plan on playing on Pyro, you will not be able to fly big ships alone because it's unpredictable. You just start getting shot out of nowhere. You don't know when the combat is going to happen, so you can't prepare yourself. So I don't want to just restrict myself from playing in Pyro just because of this. So I'm not going to be able to fly my purses there. People will know, bad guys will know. They'll just scan you and they know you're flying alone and they're just going to mess with you because they know you can't fix your ship and you cannot put out fire, so you won't be able to fly and fix stuff at the same time. And even though I like the big ships, I like this, being able to just fly an expensive ship, I still acknowledge that this is not realistic. Nobody should be able to fly the Perseus alone. Yeah, so if you don't like combat and you stay in Nyx and Stanton, you can fly anything. Of course, there's still the natural fire that occurs from you boosting your engines and thrusters sometimes. But you're going to be able to fly whatever you want as long as you stay out of combat, do the other game loops, and don't get in trouble too often. But if you go to Pyro, that completely changes. You will not be able to fly anything bigger than a Corsair, I think. Because is the unexpected PvP that's the problem, Because you're landing on a planet delivering some cargo in Pyro, and then someone just shows up, starts shooting at you. You either fly away or you fix your stuff, and you can't just fly away out of atmosphere because it's just too slow. So if you want to fly faster, your shields are it's just not gonna be possible to fly big ships in Pyro alone. And also, I think you should be able to pick up multiple boxes with one ray of tractor beams. Hello, Morocco. 晚上好.晚上好. Morocco's learning some Chinese, and he's even able to type the tones, which is amazing. And the tones are correct. If you want to come to China, Morocco, I'll help you come here, bro. We'll play every day. We'll fix fuses in Pyro 7 days a week. Yeah, they've been teasing that. But you know what one thing that is getting me very excited is that they put out 4.4, which was unexpected. Nobody expected Nix to come. And then they pull a engineering 4.5, which is like, oh my god, nobody even thought it was going to be possible this year. So what do they have for 4.6? I hope it's like some quantum, the new quantum stuff. But I think, because now the situation is that you put two amazing patches back to back. If your 4.6 is not substantial, people will just start complaining. I will start complaining because you just like spoiled me. If you spoil me once, you're gonna get ready for future spoils. So many boxes. Gosh. Is there anything else there? Yeah, but crafting, I think crafting is not going to be enough because it's so early stages that is not substantial enough for a patch. What? Audio visual equipment. What are you talking about? Something missing there? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is that they put out two completely unexpected patches. Bro, where did I leave my one remaining box? So if it's not substantial, people would just start comparing. But you put two amazing patches this year. Just back to back. How come? Yeah, so nobody questions that engineering will just be like, damn, bro. Fucking amazing. Where's my fucking box? I'm pretty sure I picked up all the boxes. Don't tell me. Please be in here, out of the grade. Absolutely nothing. When I was at Baijini, I'm pretty sure I picked it up. I think I did it, bro. So I'm really curious about what they're gonna do with 4.6. It has to be something big. I mean, they can just make me shut up and make me stop making critical videos by just having a wonderful beginning of 2026. You know, every month is like a god patch. That would be awesome. You know what else would be awesome? Selling a ship that is not bugged. Yeah. If that's another thing. They need to start talking about Squadron. I don't want to play anymore today. Today was a long day. Let me see contracts. What do I even have? Interstellar. I don't even... Okay. Pyro. 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 No thanks. Yeah, but you know one big problem that it's cursing the game right now is that no matter what they do, they cannot fix the bugs. I mean, honestly, are we hopeful that they can fix networking bugs? We're not. They can put out new ships, they can put out engineering, they can put out a lot of features, but those little annoying bugs like stuttering, clipping through floor, you know, clipping, falling through the planet, they just cannot fix that. It doesn't matter how hard they try, how big they get, how many more people they hire. They just can't fix those annoying little things.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again.
They just can't fix those things. It's just not possible. Yeah. So the thing is, they are unable to fix some things, and that screams incompetence. Because if Apple was making this game, they would fix all these bugs. The problem is they can do dynamic server mashing, they can do like God level server mashing, they can do new quantum flight models, they can just do whatever, but the little things that have been persisting forever, they cannot fix. They're unable to do that. They don't have the ability to do that, and they will not say it. They will just keep blaming it. They will just keep blaming these tiny things on some problems that nobody understands, like that IT language. They go live and they start talking about, you know, subnetting and IT, what the fuck, and they will just keep blaming those things on words that we do not understand. And when the thing that they blame these things on, when the thing gets implemented into the game, those bugs are not fixed, so they will start blaming something else, which means they don't know what it is. They don't know how to fix it. That's the reality. I mean, yeah, like I said, you're gonna be able to fly the Javelin. You're gonna be able to visit five-star systems and have like amazing FPS and scanning. You're just not gonna be able to fix falling through the floor and the 30Ks and those things that are really annoying because they don't know how to fix that. They don't even know where those things come from. So they would just name the culprit. And another thing that really grinds my gears is that they keep reusing assets. I don't like the way they reuse assets because 3D modeling something is not difficult and implementing a 3D modeling game is not difficult. So I think things should look very different. And look at this. I mean, honestly, Morocco and Yennefer. Do you think they can fix this? Look at this most immersion breaking shit. All these Mormons wearing the same underwear. And they're still twitching, which makes it very weird. And like everybody's just walking around. Look at this dude. Spent $20 on a real armor. I mean, bro, let's do this again. Let's do this again. We come out of the elevator, new player, first time playing Star Citizen. You face yourself with this, and you think something happened here. But it's not just here. It's every fucking corner of everywhere. See, people died hugging each other. Gives me like Hiroshima vibes. Look at this, bro. It's like I'm in a shopping mall and everybody stole the clothes off the mannequins. You just dead people. This is beautiful. We'll not deny it. She's traumatized of looking at these bodies. This is just a shit show. What about down there? Yeah, it's usually like, look at that. Yeah, guards shoot each other, yes. Look at all the Mormons, bro. This guy was so traumatized that he just fucked himself. You know, to be completely honest with you guys, it doesn't matter how amazing Star Citizen is. This can break any immersion you had today. Hauling cargo. Because, you know, you're just trying to cheat your brain into thinking that you just did something really amazing and rewarding. But the problem with immersion is that it's really easy to get taken out of immersion. And it doesn't matter if you had an amazing haul-in mission. You see yourself, you face this, and that illusion that you were immersed in a universe is instantly gone. And I don't even know what's worse, that or this dude here. You see something there? Come on. What are you seeing there? There's nothing there. Yeah. People don't play enough BTU. I mean, that sucks, right? Yeah, delete the asset. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So the problem is that these tiny things, It's just like a trillion-dollar company like Apple. They make the best, most amazing phone, and one little bug can just destroy the whole product. This is so terrible. Look at this dude. He's even worse than the bodies. Look at his backpack. I mean, if you look at someone like this, first thoughts is like he's going to war. He's going to fight like North Korea or something. New Deal. It looks awesome when you don't have to see those things. Look at this. This is fucking unbelievable. I don't even know why Elon Musk is not tweeting about this game every fucking day. He tweets about way less important things. And another problem is the Hammerhead. Hammerhead is such a nice ship, but the textures on the Hammerhead are so old. It looks like the building where I live, you know? The bricks of the building where I live. Yeah, claiming ships is another problem because, like, you know, sometimes the immersion can be broken right in the beginning. Like, you know, I got into the game today and I'm like, fuck, I forgot my Perseus has to be claimed, and that's a lot of time. Yeah, I think one thing, bro, this is holy fuck. One thing that it just changed, the lighting just changed. One thing that they said that I totally agree with, even though it's gonna be like more time sink, is when you go into a ship, you cannot fly your ship. You cannot fly your ship dressed with that huge armor. You need to dress like a captain. I agree with that. So I think you shouldn't be able to dress like this. But that's not important. There's so many more problems in the game. God damn, this is so beautiful. Yeah, I had the Hammerhead before, and the only reason I kept it for so long is because the interior is so Javelin. It's so cool. But I mean, to be honest with you, you know, swiping these textures to something more, to something better is not that difficult of a job. It's just that they don't think it's important. Everything else is just fine. I mean, you see someone come here and play this for the first time, you will be like, Cyberpunk doesn't even come close. Oh, surprise new feature? There's a surprise new feature. You mean for 4.6? I think it could be dynamic server meshing, but to be honest with you, I don't think they'll try to put out dynamic server meshing because of engineering. They cannot just try two major technicalities at the same time. Oh, experimental? If you say it's experimental, then it could be dynamic server meshing. Look at that. Did you just see that? You know what else could be happening is extra wormholes, because now they know how to make the jump points. So the wandering, you know, the ever moving jump holes. There's no reason not to implement jump points everywhere. Oh, so it's experimental for PTU or for 4.5. Okay, hyped up. Hopefully they make it. God damn it, this is so beautiful. What does this look like in Vulcan? How do I take a screenshot? Anybody know how I take a screenshot? Print screen. I don't think anything happened. You know, but you know what the saddest thing is? Because be honest with me, when was the last time you came here? Nobody even comes here. I'm just gonna take his. Oh, not this one. FN plus home. I never touch these buttons. Where is FN? Okay, FN. Where's home? Okay. Nothing happened. Let me think. Before the sun sets. It should be the snippets. I just can't. Whatever. This is so cool. I'm on another planet. This is like really cool. Well, how to take a fucking picture, bro? Yeah, impossible mission, but yeah. So yeah, that's it for today's guy. I'll just stop playing because there's no way I can do another cargo hauling mission. It's gonna be all for me. So thank you guys for joining. We had a wonderful conversation. It's always nice to sometimes rant about CIG, shit on them, and also at the same time acknowledge how amazing potential and how much potential this game has. So it was a really nice conversation. I hope you guys have a really great day. I don't know where you are, but probably the day is just beginning for you, and I hope it's wonderful. I hope you have a time to play. So Jennifer and Morocco, you guys take care of yourselves. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time.